Hey guys, it's BFFS underscore level cap, but I'm just gonna go by Nate because that's a horrible name to say out loud. Now, in this video I'll be covering Jets tips and tricks, and normally I would do this just a normal iFunny post, but there's just way too much info, so let's get started. Dogfighting. That's when you just spin around in circles trying to kill the enemy pilot. Yeah, it's not the world's most entertaining thing, but there's several things you need to know. Try to achieve that maximum turning speed. Don't be afraid to use your air brakes, or no, that's not what they're called, but whatever. Just try to slow down. That will help you turn faster, but do not stall out. Another important piece of advice: when you're first getting engaged by the enemy, do not pull up. That's a horrible idea. You'll just become an easy target and stall out, so just do not pull up when you get first engaged. But now let's break this thing into two chapters: stealth jets and attack jets. Now with stealth jets, there are they're not the best. If you have the option between stealth jets and attack jets, definitely take the attack jets. But there are several key things you need to know. Altitude. Try to fly high. Not like Colorado high, but altitude-wise. This way, you're out of range of Stingers, IGLAs, and the AA tanks, and that's just a crucial piece of info to know. Oh, and with the American jets, with the American stealth jets, you can hover, and that's awesome. The strengths of these are they're very maneuverable, they're great at taking out enemy air, but the weaknesses are just much worse. For starters, the cannons aren't nearly as good as the attack jets. The only good thing about them is they have active radar, which is those annoying missiles that don't require a lock-on. And overall, they don't have much firepower. For the attachments, I like to run the 25mm cannon because the 30mm cannon has just a too slow RPM. I like to run ECM jammer. The passive radar, I actually like to run that over the active radar because I can regain lock after they fire flares, and stealth coding to avoid those sneaky Stingers. And that's it for the stealth jets. Now for the attack jets, these things just go after vehicles. Your cannons can destroy tanks, attack boats, IFVs, you name it, they just destroy it. For the attachments, I like to run the ECM jammer, stealth coding, just to avoid those pesky Stingers, and I like to actually run the JDAM bombs. Now this is definitely a skilled weapon, but that 50 damage on tanks is awesome, and you can have two of those, so you can potentially kill a tank in one run, which is awesome. But if you're just starting out, go with the laser guided. They're easier to use, and just generally, they're actually a little bit better, if I were to think about it. But I like the JDAM bombs. I mean, JDAM bombs are not nearly powerful enough. I mean, you can YouTube any JDAM bomb videos and just look at the explosions they create compared to look at the explosions they create in Battlefield 4. But that's a whole nother rant. The strengths of the attack jets are the cannons. They can destroy anything, as I have already stated. Also, they have an immense power to take out ground vehicles. They have an immense power to take out air vehicles, and that's about it. The weaknesses are they're not very maneuverable. That's about it. That's it. Now for what I like to do is just, if I can find a transport heli taking off, those things you can just destroy it in one run. Also, try to give yourself distance between you and the targets. That way you have as much time to get as many rounds down possible with your cannons. And that's about, well, no, there's a few things you need to understand. If you decide to use JDAM bombs, which I do recommend if you're an experienced pilot, approach the target going as slow as possible at as steep of an angle. That way you have as much time to fire your JDAM bombs as accurately as possible. Now, in the background, this is actually some air superiority which came out in the China Rising DLC, and this was a fun game mode for like 2 games, and then it just became horribly annoying, but it's awesome gameplay to watch, so that's why I chose it. And air superiority has a whole different style of gameplay, so just don't even try it. That's